Started. Hello, welcome to 40.
7 நேத்து போட்டேன்னா 5 6
Okay,
7
welcome to some number of videos we have done. Okay, I guess it's
7
46.
நேத்து போடலையா
No, I didn't put.
அப்போ
Yeah, I was waiting for this video. I was so determined to have this video with my eldest sister. Okay, so yeah, hello all. Welcome to day 46 of me, Akhilesh, was speaking straight into the camera. And like our last video, today in this video also we have a yet another wonderful, amazing. I don't know much more fillers in English. If I did this in Tamil, I would have said like many words. So yeah, welcome Sayaka.
Hi Akhil.
Oh, you should be a bit loud.
Hi
Then when
Akhil.
see in the video you see that green coming up into that is the voice
Okay.
indicator. So it should come at least 70%. Then only the audio quality will be good. Okay. So you have noted that I have clicked the record button and come here and sitting. That's
Yeah.
because my second sister refused to go do and come and hit the record button. So like how in the last video there were two audience, for this video also there are two audience. Okay, right. So let's dive into today's guest. It's already 2 minutes, so I don't want to take more time. So can you please put your phone in silent? Okay, so no one is following decorum these days. Okay, all right, super. So today the main agenda is to learn more about Akku Art Haven. So let's start with the name. What is this Akku? Rama calling Ramu. So Akshaya calling Akku, is that like that? Is it like that?
Yes, the Akku came from my friends from college.
Friends, that's an
Yes.
interesting topic. So yeah, okay. So your college friends used to call Akku. So I want to tell some of my personal incident too. So my college friends call me Akhilesh, but my school friends call me Akhil. Teachers call me Akhileshwar. So whenever different people call me with different names, I will feel that as a different personality itself. So you know what? So in my mind, I think myself that Akhil is more funnier guy. Akhilesh is some lame guy, like that. So right now, after joining so many forums, I am back into. I am now known as Akhilesh Mosi. So I consider this Akhilesh Mosi guy as a professional, well-known figure. So yeah, the names do have its own significance and power. It determines how we feel about ourselves. So I just wanted to tell about that. So it has nothing to do with Akku Art Haven, but yeah, if I haven't mentioned it now, I would have forgot it for sure. So that's why. Okay. So back into Akku Art Haven. So what is this haven? What is the meaning of haven? I only know heaven.
It's similar to that. Heaven is like a place where we can go and be ourselves.
Okay. Nice.
It's a positive place. Like nothing negative can happen there.
Okay. So Akku is how your friends call you during college, and haven means a positive place.
Yes.
So can we interpret this as your whole gig is like Akshaya finding her positivity?
Yes, you can take it like that.
Okay. So let's get a little bit deeper. So yeah, when did you start this? How did you start this? What are you planning to do with it? So how do you see Akku
This
Arts?
is too many questions in one, Nikhil. Please, one question at a time.
Okay, how from where did this start? Because from my young age, I only saw my second sister doing sketches here and there. Of course, you do sketches, but I haven't seen you doing this artworks and all. So, how did you first discover yourself that you are an artist?
I in my small age itself I used to look at the temple sculptures and think that how would they have done. And in a very little brief moment, I even wanted to become an archaeologist. So maybe that's where it became.
So, at what age you had this thought?
This thought by ninth standard maybe.
Okay, then how how come it didn't develop from that?
I didn't have any proper guidance of how I should take it to the next step. So I don't know where how I should enter the archaeology like that.
And this is one of the valuable point. So this is very important because right now, just last week, 12th Tamil Nadu 12th board exam results have come, and many people, so no one's definitely going to watch this video, but just in case in future during 12th results, if someone watch this, or if someone you know have just now completed 12th, just have this in mind. So typically, at least things should be different right now. But yeah, some 5 years back, 10 years back, when she
I mine is 20 years back.
okay, so long ago, so people didn't have many choices. So if you have seen Nanban movie, they would see like if it is a boy, he's an engineer. If it's a girl, it's a doctor. That used to be, so people used to stereotype education with us. It's no matter if they are good at it, if they really need to pursue it, they won't see it. Because if you ask any 12th grade student right now, he might simply tell, yes, I want to do computer science engineering. Maybe right now it's AI or ML, but they won't even know what are all the streams over there. So, like, see, she's telling archaeology, but there might be scope in that. There could be very big opportunity in that space too, but we'll never know because we have never seen such persons. So, yeah, maybe ourselves or our parents would be afraid to take that identity or give that identity or to be associated with that identity. So that's why many just fall back to the same things like mechanical engineer, automobile. Even automobile is a different stream. It is relatively a newer stream, like ECE, triple E, all those kinds of stuffs. So yeah, because because in our last video we interviewed our founder of House, right? She also mentioned it, that she wanted to do fashion designing. See, fashion designing. But that is another different story. We can call her back for another video, and because by that time only that movie. So what is that movie?
Ethan.
Eason movie came, and that single movie single-handedly destroyed the whole thing. So yeah, so coming back to this adoring temple paintings. So then you're saying you had to start at ninth,
Yes.
and you started this. So when did you actually name it Akku Art Haven? When did this actually got materialized?
It came out of my difficult times and out of boredom also.
Okay.
So,
So
um,
what year
so
specifically?
incoming. So by 2019, I was doing something on my phone actually. They have some art things on the phone apps, right? When I
Hmm.
was doing, I was like, why should I waste my time on some other's app? Why can't I do it on my own? So that's how I first started to take my first step.
Okay. So I guess you would be around when you were studying ninth standard. It should be around 2009, like
No,
that.
no,
No. You did 2000,
2005.
2005. Yeah. So she entered college at 2008. She did TCS, Theoretical Computer Science.
The
She's my
drive.
college senior actually. She's the second batch of TCS. Okay. So yeah, 2005. So you adored temple paintings at 2005, and after almost 15 years later, you again started this. So what happened in between? Why didn't you pursue it further in this middle?
I I don't have a valid answer for that, but I think maybe I was content with what I was having.
Hmm.
Maybe that's the
See,
reason.
see, this is the next thing, because lot of us, we might be good at something, or we might be eager at something, but yeah, we will just drop it in somewhere in the middle, only to discover after 10 years that we are meant to that, similar to that founder video, like sketching in.
During my college days, I used to doodle on my notes. So even I got, I got caught by a sir and I was sent out of the classrooms. So maybe it was there, but I didn't pursue it.
Yeah, she was the one who designed my slam book. Same bit.
Slam book, yes, that's a good topic for another video. We will make a note of it. But slam book was little bit went out of craze during my age. So these people are little bit old.
Yeah. I am literally a decade old and
Yeah, because those days there was no very good penetration of this Facebook or could they are.
Orkut came only when I was like 11th standard or so.
Yeah, so even if there's some social media spaces, but they didn't had much connectivity, and only 2G, and getting an internet connection is a
We
very
have to go to the internet cafes.
cafes. So I in my life I have only went once during my fifth grade, and that's not a good experience. And yeah, to have internet at home is actually a very great privilege that time, but it will also won't work properly. I still remember, I was pretty young that time, but I remember that if someone is talking through the telephone, we won't get internet. So we want, so, and to
We,
set up the internet, it will be a
we should
very
not talk.
very big process. We have to open some application. We have to put some. It will be a very tedious process. So yeah, but after that, when she went to college, she got that MTS broadband, that the pen,
Reconnect.
something. It will look like a pen drive. In my young age,
Reliance used to have Reconnect. That was what
uh,
I was saying.
so yeah, that device will get us 20 kbps of net speed, and that felt like internet being within our palm. But right now,
Even
I'm
to
getting 50 mbps, and my father called the internet guy that the speed is not enough, and scolded back and forth. So yeah, that's that's how the world has changed. Okay, so coming back to Akku Arts. Okay, so yes, so you scribbled here and there. So now you are coming back. So what type of art you are pursuing?
I started out with normal um, acrylic painting, like very, very vague things. Because I have never handled paints, I used to draw with pens. Then I got intrigued with mandala art. So I loved the structure of it. How I don't have to think of how the mixture will be or like that. It gives me a zen place. So I got into that. Now it is coming to Indian art forms.
Okay, so yeah, you found your flow state during this symmetrical
Yes.
designs. Okay, so actually, yeah, if like 5 years back, many people were into this mandala art. So actually, that does that art has some any roots, like from where it originated? Is there anything like that?
I have not dwelled in that, but anywhere you go in any temple or any Indian architecture, Persian architecture, even the even in the mosques you can see the Persian architecture. It will be full of geometrical precisions. It's very hard to do that.
So you mean that, so this mandala thing is actually a Indian subcontinent thing?
Yes.
Okay. So there would be difference in Indian art system and very particularly Hindustani arts and Islamic arts. Will there be difference in
Yes,
that?
there is a difference.
And
In Mandala itself, many people online they will be having different types of things, but they don't show the difference between the Persian style and the normal traditional Indian style.
see, this is a very good information, which I don't know before.
If you see many pages, no, not to be very religious, but mostly Muslim people will be having a very geometrically structured mandala. They even have many books for that. In our traditional Indian, it's mostly about the angles and symmetry, but they use many tools for even measuring that thing. So it is challenging to study even that.
Okay, so I thought Mandela is just a simple thing, but it has so many depth to it.
My phone.
Everybody, whose phone?
Me.
Oh, it's her phone. Okay, so that's all right. Okay, so from Mandela to now acrylic painting to Mandela to now back to Indian forms.
No. Yeah, Indian forms. Um, I like Kerala state, so I thought, okay, what is their uh, art form, and I started doing that. Another thing is also the money constraint. So in Kerala, just you need just like normal drawing and some few paints that will be enough. So not like um, our our style of Mysore painting, Tanjore painting, everything. The tools and raw materials itself takes up too much.
And to add on to that, we will get a Tanjore artist in our next video, and that video is going to be epic. So because I have so many questions, so to be asked to that person. So yeah, more on to that in our next video. But one funny thing is actually, to my knowledge, Tanjore painting itself is not from Tanjore actually. So I guess it's I actually Tanjore painting is not.
State is for
Tanjore.
Yeah, so we will talk about that. The next video is it's going to be more like a debate only. So yeah, it's going to be a different form. See, our channel is evolving to something bigger. So yeah, so Indian art forms and specifically Kerala, because you love the state Kerala. Who don't love Kerala? Everyone love Kerala. God's
God's
own
own country.
country. Many men love Kerala girls. So, so that is many. I mean, the heroines nowadays. So yeah. So
Kerala is a cultural hub.
cultural hub. Yeah, actually, that is a very interesting point. When we see Kerala, they have their traditions, yet they feel modern.
Modern, yes.
So it is kind of fusion, which is to be the way Tamil Nadu also. So we somewhere in between. So we have that some identity crisis. So we are trying to hold back our all the rooted values, but still we want to be modern. So it is always clashing between both of those identities. So all right. So recently in our last video, we were speaking with the founder of House, and I saw that recently you've been collaborating many designs with her.
Yes.
So how did that, from where did that part evolved?
See, Kerala mural painting, it's actually intense in doing it. So all those techniques takes time. So when I wanted to have a break from that art, I came to watercolors. So that was where it started. And I love to do my storytelling through my art, like how I feel, how basic women their daily life. I do that art. I do that in my watercolors. So my house founder, my sister, she asked me to do a collab with her that relates to the office working women.
Friends, this is not a paid promotion, but yet still we are doing free PR to her. So that's it. Okay. So you're doing. So is this your revenue model? So because in our last video also we were speaking more about, we will do that activity same again. So like yeah, so you are doing wide form of artworks. So what is your USP right now?
My USP right now is storytelling, visual storytelling.
Visual storytelling. That's a good one. Okay. So all right. So then what's your target audience right now? So that is the a very obvious second question.
Okay, to answer that, right now, like before February, it was just a hobby for me. I didn't take it as a revenue income like that. So it helped me to overcome many things in my life. It pulled me out from a dark place. So my art's purpose was that till then. So now my family is encouraging me to come out and may pursue it. So I'm coming up with that.
I see this as both a good and bad thing, because see, for not only for her, for many people, some specific skills they would do for passion, as a safe space, as a mind-free space like that. But this recent developments with this recent hustle culture,
Yes.
everything is turned to be a business avenue.
Initially, everybody was asking, "What's the point of you drawing these?" Even at my home, they will be like, "Why you waste your time on that?" But they don't know why I do that. Even when I explained, they didn't get it.
Yeah, so I get it actually, because I know people who even do business as their safe space. So it's not me, but I know so many other people. They will have a main core business, yet they will do some other business just to get some relaxation. So yeah, but again, so you see, if we take any hobby, let's say someone is pursuing music or dance or anything, after a certain point they will start, okay, what's next, how we are so they will see anything as an investment. So that's how this today
So
world is.
initially, I didn't want to make it as a income stream because I was, what to say, um, fighting with me. I don't know the exact word, but I was in that dilemma. But my studies is now outdated. I am not at all up to speed in that. So I used to help with my husband in his business. Now I don't see my passion there. So what shall I do? I was pondering. So my family is helping me to find that, including my brother.
Nice. I'm getting to hear many new vocabulary from her. So if we lematize all my conversation on my words, it will just fall into 50 words, 50 unique words. This video alone will have so many different words. That's good. So yeah, so for changing a passion into a profession, it's very challenging thing, because
I fight with I was like I don't want this to become my income stream. I was adamant in that, but I'm doing first within my family.
mm, that is the
Let's,
very riskiest audience also. So
but
that
they
is,
appreciate my work,
yeah,
so that
that's the
was
only
not.
thing. They will keep on appreciating. So, but if we are serious about something, we have to expand our circle out of the. We
What
should
I
step
feel
out
is
of
I am
this.
not perfect. I expect perfectionism if I'm going to give my thing to other people. So I keep on enrolling in classes and I'm keeping on improving, but I'm not putting my artwork out yet.
See, this is another
I know this is a
another
big
loop. Yeah,
fallback.
yeah, another infinite loop. So, of course, and every artist knows their flaws. So but we can't improve unless or until we start doing. So I love this quote, consistency kills perfection. So that's a really good thing. You know what, initially when I was curious about this financial markets and everything, even I did what I'm doing right now for free. So I will simply schedule a group call with all my batchmates, my school friends, and there would be even videos on YouTube of me explaining financial markets. I don't know from which YouTube channel I did that. It should be from Apex Capital something. But back then, yeah, I thought this as my passion only. But initially, even I didn't know how to curate this as a package, or how can I charge for this. I was very confused with the business model. But only when I step into the actual market, only when I see how people are managing their finances, and that's when I found the gap in the market, and I tried to address it. And yeah, while addressing it slowly, gradually, we get our confidences and we start to see our own worth. It's like self discovery only, because money will teach us many things. So uh, so we might value our passion in a different scale, but to see that same artwork or something which is getting trade off to some kinder joy will be very hard only. So yeah, so that might hit different. But yeah, so that will teach us, we will get to know the bitter harsh in any industry. And after a point we'll get used to it, which is also a good thing. So you are now, your USP is storytelling, and your audience is, you are still figuring out your audience. And yeah, so what are your services, how you deliver that storytelling,
Right
in
now,
what forms? Because to
mostly nowadays everybody is asking in digital form only.
mm,
Nobody wants the original artwork. So I was struggling in making it digital. So
mm,
right now I'm exploring some AI tools to do that, because I'm not well versed with Photoshop or any other traditional digital editing tools.
yeah, so that's a very good scope. Digital designs are in need, and it could evolve into very many things. And many might think that, why, if even I can use that same AI, but to
See,
be
using AI and creating thing, it's nowadays everybody's saying that's also art. But only those people who put in their creative work and put in the time for creating that and doing it on the physical, they know the pain behind that, and they only that carries the emotion of the artist.
yes, that's definitely true. That's what I wanted to convey to, because right now many professionals, many this like professionals are afraid that what their career would become. But still, if they care for their what to say, craftsmanship, even if they use tools like this, any sort of AI, there will be a difference if I created an artwork and
Initially, when I started for making my original artwork into digital form, when I used AI, I was like very guilty.
Hmm.
Even now I feel that, because for house collaboration I used AI. So I will be like, what did I do? I just did drawing and I gave it to the AI. How can I charge this? So that's still there. But original artwork with AI is just doing the refinement and the digital sharpness. It's not creating the art that we give out. So when we realize that, we will be able to move forward.
Yeah, because when AI came up, many artists actually went for strike against it, and still now in many spaces it's still continuing in content, in movies, in movie industry, script writing. In many spaces, many people are afraid of it. So maybe like her, or like how my sister's doing, we should be ready to adapt new tools, because this revolution is not just happening today. It's been going on for several years, decades, even
See, even the
centuries.
pigments, did they use the acrylic in the olden ages?
So yeah, so even if we trace back to the history of art, there might be so many variations. So we just evolved from cave art with just a bunch of strokes, and we are sitting here right now. So this evolution will keep on happening, and yeah, people and any artist.
Many reports that are coming out, it's like AI will take the jobs of art, but I don't believe that. I believe that anything that is handmade or given effort by a person, even if it is a single stroke of line, it is a expression of their um, it's their expression, so that AI can't take that.
That's true. So we are still in a digital age, but still, I I can relive that emotion that I went through when I went to. There is a supermarket in our town which is called Sarojini Supermarket, and in upstairs they have this card section, greeting card section. So those greeting cards, we are not the one who wrote it, but going through these cards and reading those lines and adding just our sign to it and giving to our friends for their birthdays, even just our sign, that's the only part that we did, but it will give so much delight to the person who receives it, rather than just today's we are sending a simple
We are just
WhatsApp
putting
message.
it on ChatGPT. What should I say? We are
uh,
copying it and pasting. We are not even giving our own words
yeah,
nowadays.
so that's the, so that human touch, many people is tell everything could be replaced, but definitely not. So in any profession it's there. So many even ask me, even my clients ask me how I'm going to catch up with this AI in finance thing also, but I say the same thing. So because all my clients are well educated, some people work in AI itself, and these people ask me, and I ask them same, why you didn't leave me then, and they will say yes, for this human touch only. So that's going to be that. So see, if we give that human touch with Akku Arts Haven's storytelling, it will be really great. And for for that information, I'm actually collaborating with her for Timo Track's gratitude letter for next year. So I am very curious to see how it turns out. So yeah, and in last video I asked my another sister like what she want this, how she views this after 10 years. I'm gonna ask you the same thing. So how you view Akku Art Haven in 10 years?
I want this to become a community, art community, not just for myself, for people who were in dark spaces, or even if in happy spaces. I want it to become a place where everybody can express themselves, because the way world is going, expressing things itself is becoming difficult. I can't get my son to even express himself to me, so maybe through art they can find their space. I
Yes,
want to build the space, build that community.
that's a very very great motive. And yeah, this art could be in different forms.
Yes.
Art is a beauty. I consider myself as a
Art.
man who encourages, who appreciates, who loves art. So I personally very deeply believe that any man who toils all the day, all that effort is to, at the end of the day, is to enjoy art only. So I have a very high regards to art and artist, to all the craftsmen. So that's a good thing. And yeah, the final part in like in last video. So yeah, you said you're not even able to, you're not even able to make your son to express. So right now, after a decade, that guy, that my nephew might check out this mama's video. So back at that time, what do you want to convey to him when after 10 years he will be rightly
He will be in
completing his,
college.
yeah,
He'll be in college then.
college. Yeah, 20. So 21 actually, if he
He'll
is do
be able to vote.
yeah, he will be able to vote, he will be he will be almost graduating, so he will almost stepping into the
Real
real
world.
world. So what you want to tell him?
I just want to, I, you know me, I am not good with expressing my emotions. Um, I feel many things, but I don't show it to anybody. Even you, my dad, mom, my husband, nobody knows me full. So I don't want him to be like that. I want him to express himself, both my sons, and all the people around, because keeping the emotions within us, it's like a ticking time bomb. We don't know when we will burst, or when we will break. So I wish that my son will be able to express himself and find himself through whatever he does. He's also interested in doing digital arts. He draws, actually.
Nice,
he
yeah.
sees he sees me drawing, and he started doing himself. He started with his comic drawings, and he wishes to be a video game engineer. Let's see.
See, that is something. So with our art, you have actually inspired another person to pursue on it. So you have already been transformational. So let I just pray and wish that you will be able to transform a whole community into a better thing. So that's good to know. And yeah, on closing note, how do you feel after speaking into a camera?
This is my first time speaking into a camera. This is actually like a milestone for me. So maybe I will be expressing more in my page.
Yes, so that's what I'm saying to lot many people. So even to the founder of house, and right now, that's what I'm trying to say. We have to just speak up. We don't have to think who might see this and everything, because no one cares. If they see and think something, they won't care about it. So you won't care about it. So why all the fuss? So just do whatever you want, because we won't know what's waiting for us, what's waiting for the whole world or anything. So just go with the flow, take it easy. Okay, so with that, I will close this video, and we have spoken for 40 minutes. So yeah, after a long time crossing the 30-minute mark. So yes, in our next video we have a very interesting guest, so stay tuned for it. And yeah,
Bye.
bye bye, thank you.